Alright, it's time to warm up the engines on the Bhaalgorn. I have been playing around with the Bhaalgorn's younger sister for a while, so I haven't been flying the Bhaalgorn that often lately. Now we have received some new nanocores. I believe it's called the Clear Sky nanocore, and also the new Concord pass has been released. So that means I have to level that up to prepare myself for the future nanocores. Now let me show you the stats and the physical appearance of the new nanocores. And my apologies for the random clicking, I always forget the location of the nanocores. So yeah, it took me a while to remember where they are located at. Now what do we have here? Looks like I can't click on that one, so oh, okay, that's understandable. The nanocores haven't officially been released to the Concord pass yet, because this is recorded right after the update. And the Clear Sky, okay. Oh, it looks pretty nice. Let me go and okay, we are at the nanocore window here, and let me find the Clear Sky core. There we are. You know, it actually looks pretty good. I like the colors of that one, but I still prefer the original Blood Raider camouflage. The Blood Raider camouflage is actually the best looking camouflage in the game, if you ask me. The primary stats look pretty good. You get some DPS, you get some armor, and you get some inertia. Alright, I mean, you reduce some inertia. And the secondary attributes look like to be, well, interesting. You can increase the EM damage, you can increase the tracking, warp speed, flight velocity. You can get a buff on armor, okay. Laser capacitor need, okay. Laser EM damage, thermal damage, and flight velocity. You know, it actually looks pretty good. And I'll be honest with you, the bonus on EM damage feels like ammunition, because that's what ammo should be doing. Improve damage on EM or thermal, or you know, things like that. So this nanocore is actually very interesting in that aspect. And overall, you know what? I think the stats are pretty good. Especially if you consider the fact that this nanocore is completely farmable, so you don't need to spend real money to get it. You can farm the Concord Pass. It's what I've been doing for a while, and overall a good looking nanocore. But with that being said, time to jump. Alright, we have a Belgorn that jumped in. They already lost the shield. They are now taking some armor damage. Now they are burning towards the gate, and I have to quickly go and web the Bhaalgorn. Looks like I'll also have to, yeah, I'll have to ram the Bhaalgorn as well. Okay. They have a micro warp drive. They have been webbed and pointed. Let me try to ram that ship. Very rarely we see two Bhaalgorns. In this case, we have two Bhaalgorns, but one Bhaalgorn is the target. Okay, they are now into hull. It seems like that Bhaalgorn is not that tanky. Okay, I did manage to ram the ship. Luckily. Don't want them to jump through the gate. They have a lot of capacitor, but they will not have a lot of ship left, and they have been destroyed. Nice. Well, one more Bhaalgorn has been destroyed. Very nice. And let me go and grab the loot. There we go. Very nice. That was a very lucky catch. Very lucky catch. Okay, now let me go towards the gate and hopefully we get more faction ships today. Well, it's time to undock the Belgorn. The engines have been warmed up and the Belgorn is ready for action. Now, let's start with something funny. We have a Raven in a mission. I did scan the ship with my Astro. Didn't warp to check the range, so I'm warping in blind as usual. I usually actually when I think about it, I haven't scouted a ship before engaging in a very long time. I do that when I'm running solo with the RB or with the Statius. That's what I actually scout first because I already have the ship with me. But in this case, I didn't want to scan. I'm just warping straight to the ship and, well, hoping for the best. Now I'm landing here and, well, no sight of the... Where is the Raven? No way that they get notified from a Astro. Well, that's weird. I guess I'll just stick around for a couple moments here just to see if they eventually come back. And if they come back, I have to pray that they land in close proximity, because the Belgorn is very slow and, well, only one point that has 30-kilometer range. Let me just shoot down that one ship that's going to scramble me. Okay, there we go. Now I am safe. I'm armor tanked, very tanky, so that damage that I'm taking on the shield is not a big deal. Can tank a lot with this Bhaalgorn. Well, the Raven is back, and my luck is, yeah, not that great today. They landed on 44 kilometers from me. I'm burning away as quickly as... I'm burning towards them as quickly as I can. 39 kilometers, 37 kilometers, 35. And I was just a little bit too slow. Well, that was a fail. That was a big fail on my part. I missed the Raven. Oh well, I guess can't catch them all after all. Well, let's go back to... We have a rattlesnake that has been tackled. This is where the Belgorn is amazing. It's good for an ambush. It's basically an ambush ship. That's what Blood Raider ships are. And this rattlesnake is going to have a very bad day today. And by the way, not quite sure if I should have a bling counter going on there, because oh man, you're about to see some ships getting blown up, and you're about to see some big ships on grid as well. The rattlesnake is in hull. Looks like they were trying to burn away from the gate, but that's not working that well. Rattlesnake is now in low hull and the rattlesnake has been destroyed. Very nice. Very nice first kill for today. Alright, well. Now that was a weirdly built rattlesnake. But that's fine. It's still a faction battleship. Alright. Next target. We have another rattlesnake, and we have some very fat ships with us. Let's quickly go and get within the optimal range. Oh, I am already within the optimal range. Let me just maintain 22 kilometers from the rattlesnake. They are now in low shield. Now the rattlesnake is in armor. The rattlesnake now in hole, and the rattlesnake was deleted by our revelations. Very sneaky revelations as well. You would laugh if you knew what kind of ideas we came with the dreadnoughts. At the moment you get to see two of them. Actually, you get to see more than just dreadnoughts. Interesting. Haven't seen the carrier there. So yeah, very beefy day today. That was also a nice rattlesnake kill. Next target, we have a Raven Striker that decided to go and crash our camp. But there is one thing that the Raven Striker pilot wasn't aware of. We have some very sneaky capitals, and well, the Raven Striker or the Golem is in some trouble here. They did tackle our bubble pilot, and the second the dreadnoughts appeared on grid, the Raven pilot stopped shooting at our bubble pilot, and they literally tried to burn to the gate. A little bit too late for that, so yeah. A very, very bad day for the Golem there. They're using the PvP fit, although that's not gonna help against 50,000 DPS. They have been pointed, webbed, Neutralizer and Nosferatu doing its thing as usual. That's a lot of target painters, and that Raven got striked off the grid. Oh man. Not quite sure how much damage they took there. I think they lost all armor and all hull in a second. That was kind of funny. So, lesson learned for that pilot. Don't attack a mug camp. You never know what can lurk around. Sometimes it's only 3 ships. Sometimes maybe like 2 or 3 revelations. You know, couple carriers. Maybe like 5 carriers. I don't know. Not quite sure what can lurk around here. Maybe a Titan when they get released. Who knows? I mean, people say that we are going to be the first ones to fly Titan, so that's left to be seen. Next target, we have a Typhoon 2 that is trying to run away. They're trying to burn away from the gate, although they have been webbed and scrambled. Now let me just approach to be within my optimal range. There we go. Now we are in range. They have been extra webbed, pointed. They are now in armor. And they got melted by our revelation. That was a massive hit, by the way. The Typhoon lost 50% of armor and 100% of hull in one hit from the Dreadnought. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well then, that was also a very nice kill. You know, we haven't actually been jumped in a while. We went, I think, 2 weeks without anyone attempting to crash our camp with a big fleet, or we haven't seen anyone try to camp our gate for a while now, and I haven't uploaded this because I thought that someone will try to go and camp our gate so that we can use the capitals, but seems like no one is coming for some reason. We have another target. We have another Raven Striker. You know, today a lot of the tier 10 battleships did fly in, and all of them were very nice, expensive kills. The Raven Striker has been pointed. They already lost the shield. Looks like they have a nanocore, although I'm not entirely sure. Maybe nanocore, maybe that's just the default look of the Raven Striker. And that was a nice kill as well. One more battleship down today. So far we have destroyed a lot of ships today. And that's also some nice loot. Should I loot? I mean, yeah, let's just loot. I will split the loot to the corp mates afterwards. And I just realized that we have 2 bubbles. Interesting. Not quite sure why we have 2 bubbles on the field, but I guess it works. Next target, we have a Armageddon. They have been pointed. Now I need to go within range to apply my own points and webs. I'll have to be quick. A Armageddon is like a mini Belgorn. They also have bonus on neutralizers and Nosferatus, so I have to make sure that I get in range as quickly as I can. I really don't want anyone to lose their ship, so I just have to go and do my job as a Belgorn, and I have to deplete the capacitor on that ship as quickly as I can. But so far it seems like we are doing enough damage, and the Armageddon is destroyed. That was a very nice kill, and I will admit that was a brave Armageddon. They did fight until the very end. Although kinda unlucky that they jumped at the wrong moment, but it's part of the game. And nice. Well, still a pretty good kill. Let's go towards the next target. We have a Megatron. Okay. For a moment I thought that it would be a Windy, but unfortunately it's only a Megatron. In any case, it is a battleship, and let's go and engage the battleship. It did appear a little bit away from me, so yeah, I might not be able to do some damage on this one, but they are already in low armor. We have some serious DPS here. And well, I was fast enough to get the kill. This feels like a stolen kill, but I guess it happens. If the ship did appear closer to me, then maybe I wouldn't get the kill, who knows. Next target, we have a Dominix. Interesting. Well, let's go and approach the Dominix to apply webs and to apply my 1 point. Okay, within optimal, and let's point and web the target. They have been pointed and webbed. You know, they actually did fix, and they actually improved a lot of the animations in the last update, as you can see. They made the animations look like in EVE Online. Literally, they have the same animations now, and I think that's actually pretty amazing. I was very surprised when I saw the new animations. It was a very pleasant surprise as well. Alright, now we have a little camp at one of the systems that were close by, and we unfortunately lost 1 faction cruiser, and we unfortunately lost 1 interdictor. So our response was a little bit too late. We are all warping a little bit too late because I don't know, I guess sometimes we just mess up. It happens, so it's just part of the game. The they actually did sacrifice that one interdictor to hold us on the gate while they retreat back to Losec. That's actually a very smart tactic. And of course, this was only a tier 8 interdictor, so it wasn't that much of a big loss for them. So yeah, our response on this was a little bit too late, so we did lose 2 ships. But that's just part of the game. As they say, you win some, you lose some. Overall, today we are pretty much very risk positive, so it's fine. I guess we will be faster next time for our response. Well, back to the gate. We have a prophecy lurking around. I am trying out a different approach with sitting in the middle of the gate with the Belgorn, and surprisingly most ships appear at 30-32 kilometers from the center of the gate, well within the optimal range of the Belgorn, and well, that was a nice prophecy kill. Maybe I should sit at the center of the gate, although I prefer to sit at the edge of the bubble, so that I can immediately point and web incoming ships. But that lacks when I have to actually attack a ship that jumped through the gate and that appears around the gate. Sometimes they appear 50 kilometers away from me, and that's a little bit outside of my range with the Bhaalgorn. Next target, we have another prophecy. Well, should I say we had another prophecy, because this prophecy is going down so quick. It's outpacing my narration of the video. We already gathered a big force, so yeah, I'm not surprised to see these ships explode that quickly. Next target, we have a tornado. This tornado is within my optimal range. Let's quickly point and web them. The key thing about this ambush ship is to wait at the edge of the bubble, and when a ship that is ready to burn through the gate, or when a ship that's ready to burn away from the gate jumps in, I can immediately web and point them, and if lucky I can immediately deplete their capacitor, which should render them too slow for them to run away or to run towards the gate. Well, we have a stabber fleet, and that stabber fleet will be destroyed in a very short time. Also a very nice kill. You might be wondering, how many ships did we destroy this last weekend? Well, the number is moving from around 150 to 200 ships per day, I believe. That's a lot of ships. The traffic was absolutely crazy, and sometimes you get very expensive ships, sometimes you get tier 6 cruisers. The Mauler is one of the cruisers that I respect a lot, because one of these ships was capable to tank my DPS Cinnabel, which had over 1000 DPS, so a Mauler can be ridiculously tanky. The tankiest tier 6 cruiser in the game. The next target, we have a Vexor Navy. Okay, well, let's just shoot down that Vexor. And one beautiful thing about this region, we practically own Syndicate. Syndicate is practically ours. Even if someone decides to try to push us out, it will not work well for them, because we actually want... Actually, let's not go there, okay? Let's not talk about our ideas. I'm pretty sure that's top secret muck files that I'm not allowed to talk about, so let's not talk about our plans, okay? What was that was destroyed very quickly? Did not even see what ship was destroyed there. Well, in any case, that's just one more ship destroyed. Oh, okay. It was a industrial ship. We actually We actually got a capital capacitor battery from that one, I believe. Yep, capital Republic Fleet capital capacitor battery from that industrial ship. Very nice. And we have a cyclone. Let's quickly shoot this cyclone down. You'll be surprised to see how expensive this cyclone was. It's actually a pretty expensive little thing. But you will be surprised at what dropped, or well, what did not drop. And that was a very nice kill, like I said, one expensive little cyclone. And unfortunately it did not drop anything. But well, I'm not complaining. Today was a very nice ride and a very nice roam with the Bhaalgorn. Well then, hope that you enjoyed. It was a lovely little weekend with the Belgorn and a lovely Monday. On Monday we did have those couple battleships that jumped in at the first 20 minutes of this video. So overall, very successful and overall very fun. Well, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, lie safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.